Hey guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm actually pretty bad at making YouTube videos. This is only the third one I've ever made, so I guess that's par for the course, but yeah, I don't really like being bad. I was thinking about it the other day and I realized how important it is to keep track of the big picture. And remember that you're never going to be able to master any skill all at once, but if you're persistent, you will be able to master that skill eventually. So I wanted to talk about how to get really good at anything. This is particularly relevant for me right now because I'm trying to make YouTube videos and I'm pretty bad at it. So I broke it down into 7 steps for myself, and here we go. First thing you got to do, step 1, you got to start. It doesn't have to be perfect when you start. No matter what you're doing, you just have to get going. For me, making a YouTube channel, the way to start was recording one video on my phone and posting it on YouTube. And honestly, I had a lot of fun doing it. It was almost like just an experiment to see, hey, I wonder how this will turn out if I just post a random video or try to make a random video. And it was a lot of fun. But starting isn't enough. You have to do more than that. So, second step, you have to be consistent. You have to show up every day. I think this is the hardest step because showing up every day is a lot to ask for anybody. Because I don't know about you, but there's a lot of stuff going on in my life and I've got a lot of other time commitments. Honestly, I don't have time to devote to making YouTube videos. I don't have time to devote to doing anything or getting good at any skill. Not every day. Maybe once in a while I can practice, right? And maybe that will get me somewhere, but it won't get me really good. I'll never master a skill by practicing it once every couple of weeks. You got to show up every single day. But I realized this, showing up is only half the battle. You can show up to work every day and not do any work. And this is why I realized there's actually a third step. You don't have to just be consistent. You also have to focus deeply. Whenever you're practicing, whenever you're working, it's not enough to be there. Actually focus on the thing you're doing and eliminate distractions. I don't need to explain how easy it is to be distracted in today's world. I think that's self-explanatory, but honestly, this is something I struggle with a lot. On the surface, those 3 steps probably seem like enough. You get started, you show up every day, and you focus on what you're doing. But I've realized there are a couple other steps, and the 4th one is important. You have to keep learning. I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say you wanted to learn the guitar, but you only learned a couple of chords. That's great. If you showed up every day and played those 4 chords, you'd be following the first 3 steps, but you wouldn't get anywhere. Because at some point, you have to keep pushing yourself and keep learning. There's so much more to do. It's easy to grow stagnant, but if you're trying to get really good at something, if you're trying to achieve mastery, if you're trying to be excellent, you can't afford to get comfortable. You have to push yourself. Step 5, don't listen to what other people say. At least, don't listen too much to what other people say. Don't get me wrong, sometimes people have good intentions and sometimes people have good advice, but a lot of times other people's opinions can just be discouraging. Don't let the opinions of other people define who you are. Step 6, be open to failure. Unfortunately, you probably will fail, but that's okay because failing is part of the process. Failing makes us stronger in the long run, and it's the only way to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. And when you do fail, make sure to do the final step. Get back up again and keep going. Look, here's the thing. You can do whatever you want to do. If I told you there was someone who was willing to start anything, show up every day, focus, learn, block out the naysayers, embrace failure, and persevere, you tell me you wouldn't bet on that person, because I would. Your job is to be that person. Because if you do those things, and you can do those things, then literally nothing will stop you. Anyway, that's my 2 cents for today. Guess I should edit this video and try to make it halfway decent. Also, P.S. I'm going to remake this video sometime. So yeah, it's going to be better.